Hello, happy new year, happy 2021. It is Molla the Scholar back again with another fun facts video, the languages edition. I absolutely love languages, as you may have guessed from my recent polyglot challenge on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Maybe I should also post that on YouTube too, that would actually make sense. You may have also seen my recent Instagram post with 6 fun facts about languages and the origins of languages that you probably never knew. So the 2 comments have spoken and here is a video. So languages are actually the pillars of not only modern society but also of ancient civilizations, and without their support societies would collapse. So verbal and non-verbal languages allow us to build bridges between individuals, the wider society and the whole world. And without it, I'm not exactly sure how we would communicate, and this video also wouldn't make any sense. So the following facts will show you just how important languages are, as well as some weird, random and wacky, ironic facts that nobody actually asked for. So let's get straight into it. French was once the official language of England for 600 years. Yes, the first official king of England, William the Conqueror, was a Norman of Viking descent who hailed from, well, Normandy, in the northeast region of France. So because he and all the people in power spoke French, England adopted French as its second language until the 1400s. This also roughly explains why about 30% of all English terms derive from French. Could this be the basis for that whole "get out of my country" rhetoric that the far right actually spew? That would be interesting to look into, wouldn't it? It's almost as if they're afraid of being colonized, to be honest. I thought colonization wasn't bad though. Bridge languages are referred to as lingua francae. So lingua francae, or in singular lingua franca, are languages which connect people who have different native languages through the use of one common language. Examples of this can include languages such as French or English, which are widely spoken across the world, either as a native or a second language. So of course, the reasons for this are either rooted in colonization, such as English being spoken as an official language across West Africa, or through the means of trading and access to globalization, such as Rwanda switching their official language and language for education to English. This enables people from different countries, such as China and Congo, to be able to communicate through one common languages for trading purposes. It's all Greek to me. The word alphabet actually comes from the Greek alphabet. No, seriously, the word alphabet comes from the Greek letters alpha, which is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and beta, which is the second letter of the Greek alphabet. Alphabet. How practical. Who knew? Over 200 artificial languages have been invented for media. Elvish, Dothraki, Valerian, Klingon. What's a good old-fashioned lore without an authentic, made-up lingo? A lot of writers often create original languages alongside linguists in order to bring their fantasy worlds to life. Have you ever heard of any other fictional languages? Because I don't know any others. So comment the ones that you've heard down below so that I can also see what you know. Also, let me know if you've ever tried to practice any of these languages. I think that would be pretty cool. There are over 200 extinct languages in the world, with more dying every single day. So this is actually pretty sad news, as languages play a huge role in the formation and continuation of entire cultures. So linguists actually predict that by the end of this century, between 50% and 90% of the world's roughly 7,000 languages will be extinct due to no surviving speakers, no records of them being spoken or written, and of course no data. That's really sad. The world's record for the most languages spoken by one person is 59 languages. Yes, 59 languages being spoken by a single person. So Ziad Fazar actually claims to be the world's greatest polyglot, saying that he speaks 59 world languages. These include, but are not limited to, Arabic, Polish, Urdu, and also Norwegian. So Fazar has proven his prowess in tests. However, there have been cases where he failed to understand the basic components of languages that he claims to master on live TV. Awkward. His record pales in comparison to some notable figures from the past. For example, 10th century Islamic philosopher and overall polymath Al-Farabi was said to speak 70 languages. The German Hans Konon von der Gabelentz in the early 1800s researched and published the grammars of 80 languages. The Guinness World Record for the most languages spoken by a single person in 1985 was held by Paul Janelius, who actually was recorded speaking 42 languages fluently, as well as being proficient in God knows how many other languages. So I highly recommend you read his story. I will try to include a link either here or somewhere in the comments. Learning a second language can slow the aging process of your brain. Yes, it can. Due to all the memorization involved in the learning process, learning languages actually improves your memory. So studies show that bilingualism can delay the onset of dementia by several years. Yes, several years. The brain is a muscle, just like any other. And the theory is that the effort of learning a language can strengthen it, just like how doing cardio at the gym can strengthen your heart, or swimming can strengthen your lungs, your arms, and so on and so forth. Studies also show that being bilingual can also have a positive effect on your brain by improving cognitive skills that are not even related to languages. So bilingualism can also affect your intelligence. A study found that bilingual children were better at solving puzzles than monolingual children. They found that pre-verbal infants who were exposed to bilingual environments succeeded in having more cognitive control abilities than pre-verbal monolingual infants. Side note, roughly half of the world is bilingual. Are you? So comment below, let me know what languages you speak, just out of curiosity. Speaking Mandarin takes more brain power than speaking English. So a brain scan by Wellcome Trust found that people who speak Mandarin actually use both sides of the brain, with scans showing activity in both hemispheres of the brain, compared to English speakers who only had activity on the left side of the brain whilst communicating or listening. There is an interesting Bible myth about the origin of languages. So the Bible tells the story of the Tower of Babel, which warns about mankind's hubris. But it also gives us a really fascinating reason as to why there are so many languages in the world. So the story mentions that everybody used to speak a common language, but after the Great Flood, a group of people actually decided that they wanted to build a tower so high that it would reach the heavens. So their arrogance and their pride led to their downfall, and God caused them to all start speaking different languages midway construction. So this stopped their plans and they were no longer able to communicate with each other, thus no longer able to continue the construction. So the people became divided, not being able to communicate anymore, and they separated into different nations, speaking many different languages. Botswana has a language made entirely of clicks. So Khoisan languages or click languages only use clicking sounds in order to communicate. So they are typically constructed using 4 different types of clicks. But in some southern languages, they are also known to use a 5th click, otherwise known as the kiss click. So I hope that this video was able to inform you about the reasons why languages are so important, as well as giving you just some fun, interesting facts that I suppose you can just bring up to people and, you know, let them know that you know things about languages that they might not. And then of course you share this video with them so that they can learn too. Yes, so that they can learn and subscribe. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss when I make any other videos. Follow my socials on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook if you still use that as well. I don't know, each to their own. And I will see you again for the next Molla the Scholar video very soon. I promise I won't leave it to 6 or 7 months again as I did last time. I'm aiming to be more consistent with this, but let's see how it goes. But for now, goodbye. See you again soon. Bye.